What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Poke Office. My name is Colin. I did a thing over the weekend, and you might be thinking to yourself, yeah, you look like a moron with your bleached hair again. And while that might be true, that's not the thing I'm talking about. I bought a Pikachu EX Special Illustration Rare over the weekend. Pikachu EX 238 from Surging Sparks, the one that everyone's talking about, the one that is going absolutely ham in the market price. And it's weird because I usually am very, very against buying things on opening weekend. I'm usually very, very against buying things on opening week or even opening month. The single cards, I mean. Because usually the price just continues to come down and down and down as more people open up the product. So what's different this time? And before we even get there, I don't think you should go buy the Pikachu. Maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't, but I'm not convinced that it's a great idea. I think it's a huge gamble that I took, but I'm a gambling man, and it was one of those things where I was like, okay, am I willing to lose a couple $100 on this in order to have the chance for the big gain? And this time I decided it was a yes for me. But this is crazy. The whole dynamic of Pokemon is changing. The whole dynamic. And I don't think that we're realizing how much the dynamic of Pokemon is changing, because it's not just this isolated incident of a Pikachu EX from Surging Spark, or that Surging Sparks is this isolated event in Pokemon where, the booster boxes are selling out and the booster boxes are already at MSRP $160 in the marketplace. It's not that. It's like there's this mass influx of people into the Pokemon space in general. And they want to open up Sword and Shield era. They want to open up Scarlet and Violet era. They want to get all the big chase cards out of all the sets from Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield era. There's a reason why the Umbreon VMAX from Sword and Shield or Evolving Skies is doing really well right now. It's because there's lots of money coming into the Pokemon hobby. There's a reason why the Bubble Mew and the Charizard from Paldean Fates is doing really good. 151 is doing really good. It's crazy. There's so much money being brought into the Pokemon space right now. And we see that with Surging Sparks as well, where the booster boxes are already at MSRP in value. I don't remember ever seeing that since I've been back in the Pokemon hobby, where a booster box goes to MSRP right away. And then the cards. So here's a couple reasons why I decided to take this risk on the Pikachu, and we'll talk about my actual purchase a little bit later. Number one, the pull rates seem to be extremely tough. On my live stream last Thursday, I opened up 16 booster boxes and a whole case of sleeved booster packs. So it was in the realm of 750 packs. And I feel like the luck on the channel has actually been pretty decent. We did end up pulling a Pikachu EX, Special Illustration Rare. We pulled the Latias. We pulled two Lycia's Appeal. We pulled two Executors. An Archaludon. So a decent amount of Special Illustration Rares were pulled. But the pull rates are tough. Like 750 packs, and I think I just named 7 Special Illustration Rares that we pulled. So 1 in 100, 1 in 100 and something. And I think that's like kind of right in the realm of what the charts I've been seeing say that the pull rates are for any Special Illustration Rare. It's about 1 in 100, somewhere in that realm. And you could correct me if I'm wrong. But this has got to be one of the hardest sets to have pull rates for in the entire Scarlet and Violet era. I heard someone say, I think it was Nostalgianomics, say that this is kind of in the realm of like a V alt art from Sword and Shield. Not as tough as the V Max alt art, but harder than the V alt art from Sword and Shield era. So tough pull rates. And Surging Sparks is a relatively big set. There's quite a few Special Illustration Rares in here. So actually getting your hands on an individual one is more like 1 in 1,000. So getting the Pikachu is not an easy feat. It's not an easy feat whatsoever. Now, next, I already talked about it a little bit, but Surging Sparks is driving this new dynamic of Pokemon where there's so much hype. So much hype. And here's where I'm kind of getting into the comparison game. Remember the Greninja? There was not a ton of hype in regards to Twilight Masquerade early on. People thought it was going to be just like a mediocre, another medium tier set of Scarlet and Violet era. The Greninja's cool, but it is what it is, whatever. The Ogerpon's not my favorite thing. The Blood Moon Ursaluna, okay, whatever. People were not that hyped on Twilight Masquerade. And then people started opening Twilight Masquerade, and people started realizing that it's a really, really fun set to open. And then the price started to increase on the Greninja card because it's a hard pull rate. And people started really liking the set. There started to be some hype towards it. And there still is hype towards Twilight Masquerade now. Side rant here. It feels like as we attach value to different products, people tend to get a little more emotionally invested. Twilight Masquerade, it's okay. Oh, this booster box is $140 now? This is an amazing set. Like, that's the change in mindset. And it kind of happens overnight without even thinking about it. The Greninja, yeah, it's a pretty good card at $130 when it was on opening weekend. Greninja's a $350 card? This card rocks. I need a copy of this card. You know what I mean? Like, there's such a change. And now with Pikachu, it's already starting so high. Pre-release prices were $300. Right now, if we go to TCG Player, this card has gone up to $488. And there's sales happening. Check this out. Just in the last couple of days, $500, $495, $500, $549, $500, $495, $495, $43, $46, $495, $495. Lots of sales on November 10th, some already on November 11th, the day I'm recording this. So already people are attaching their emotional investment into this Pikachu. It's like, ooh, that's the top card of the set. Is this going to be like the Greninja where it continues to rise? Is it going to be like the Miriam out of Scarlet and Violet base set where it starts off high and now it's only a $20 card? I don't think that's the case. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought it. Third thing I want to talk about is the quality control of Surging Sparks, and it's just outrageously bad. Like I said earlier, I opened roughly 750 packs on Thursday night, and it's just not good. It's not good. There was one card out of like kind of the bigger pulls that we had where I was like, yeah, we should probably send this one into PSA, and it was the Latias EX Special Illustration Rare. Other than that, though, like the Pikachu that we pulled was off-center. There was lots of cards with little nicks in the top edge of it. It's just not good. So, seeing over the weekend, there was that first copy of a Gem Mint 10 Pikachu EX, and everyone knows that it was just going crazy. But it was up to $2,500, and then $3,500, and then $150,000, and those bids obviously got deleted. That was silly, but I think there's going to be a huge premium on Surging Sparks Gem Mint 10 cards. I really do. Because the quality control, I mean, 750 packs is just a drop in the bucket in terms of like a sample size for Surging Sparks. But I'm hearing it from other people too. I'm hearing it from other rip and chippers and other YouTube videos I'm watching that the quality control is just not very good in Surging Sparks. So when we already have this Pikachu card that's a $400, $500 card, and it's hard to pull, and it's hard to get a good centered copy, and it's hard to get one that doesn't have any edge marks on it, a Gem Mint 10 copy of this card could easily be worth over $1,000, which is the reason why I took the gamble on buying this card early. What did I pay? I paid 520 Canadian over the weekend. So as of right now, it's looking like I got my money in good because it continues to rise. Over time, I could be sorely mistaken because this card could easily drop down to like the $200 mark. I just really don't think it's going to. So time will tell. I'm hoping that the card, when it shows up, like I don't even have it yet, it's in the mail. I'm hoping that when it shows up, it actually is as well centered as the pictures made it look. I'm hoping that it doesn't have any whitening on the back. The pictures looked like it was really, really clean, and I got lots of pictures of it. So that's one of the other gambles or the risks of buying something. I mean, it's hard. You can make pictures look better than they are, or you can kind of hide the white marks on the back. So I'm hoping. That's the risk. But even if not, I still have a card worth some value. I might lose a couple bucks. I might make a couple bucks. And if it's worthy of sending to PSA to try and get that Gem Mint 10, then I might make a lot of money. We'll see. That was the risk. $520 risk to hopefully get this as a Gem Mint 10. I don't know. What do you think? Is it a card that you think is actually going to continue to rise in value? Is it going to be just one of those ones that comes all the way back down and then it hits like a floor of $100? That would be really sad. That would be really sad, losing a couple $100 on the card. But that's part of the risk and part of the risk reward scenario that I've put myself in. I'm not going to go too much more into it. There's really good videos about it. Rob Does Pokemon actually beat me to the punch this morning, talking about the pros and cons and looking at some of the different cards that are going up and down right now. So I'll link that one down below in the description as well. If you like the content, make sure to subscribe to the channel, bell notifications on, hit the like button, and leave me a comment. Appreciate you, your opinion on this Pikachu. It's not even my favorite card in the world, which is what we didn't talk about. I think there's better cards in Surging Sparks, but Pikachu is the face of the Pokemon franchise. Pikachu, like, we knew that this was going to be the big card out of the set. We knew it. And you already know if you've watched the channel before. The hats or the Stellar Crowns, they're starting to grow on me. I like it. I really do. I really like the artwork in Scarlet and Violet era. So we got 10 packs. Let's see if we can pull this thing and then have 2 copies. Wouldn't that be epic? All right, here we go. 10 more packs. Surging Sparks, sleeved blisters. Both the Latias and the Pikachu came out of sleeved booster packs, but they were different. What am I doing? Well, I already saw the last card, so that's bound to not be very good. But the Appleton comes out as the illustration rare, so we'll take that all day long. We will take that all day long. Yeah, different sleeve packs though, because we finished the one case of sleeved, and then I had to dig into my second case of sleeved in order to grab the Pikachu. So that's that. All right, let's just get another Pikachu. This lot is actually from a different lot of Pokemon packs, so we'll see. Maybe there's a Pikachu in here as well. That would be super, super epic. My first opening for myself, I pulled the Milotic, which was also awesome. That was from that sleeved case as well, I think. So sleeved is the way to go, apparently. Though I still like booster boxes better. Come on. I want to say the Pikachu is probably the most expensive card I've ever bought. It's definitely the most expensive raw card I've ever bought. I've bought a couple Umbreon VMAXs as Gem Mint 10, so that would be more expensive. But I've bought graded cards worth more than this, but just in terms of a raw card, very, very pricey. Very pricey. Which always gives me a little bit of a scare, because I'm a very trusting person typically, so it's like, yeah, you got some good reviews on the Facebook groups, but literally all it takes is one, and I've already been scammed once. But it's scary sending people $500 and trusting them to put it in the mail. But I don't want to be that guy who doesn't trust people either, because people trust me. And I personally am of the opinion that 99% of people are really good and really trustworthy and give a great sales experience. And of course there's the 1% that can ruin it. I just saw a good card back there too, or something. Maybe not a good card, but yeah, the slacking, baby. My hands are all sorts of bad, but look at this one. Look at it. The quality control is just outrageously bad. Like, that's not even close to a well-centered card. Not even close. Yikes. I wonder what's up. Why is it so bad in Surging Sparks? Why is it so bad? Come on. We want the Pikachu. or the Iron Crown. Anyways, it's Remembrance Day here in Canada today. I believe it's Veterans Day in America. So take some time to remember. I was in the Royal Canadian Air Force at one point in my life for a little bit, and it means something. It means something. So I hope you take a minute to just reflect a little bit on the day, how lucky we are. If you live in North America, how lucky. Even though you may not like what happened in the election, or you may not like what's happening in the country half the time, we're a lot alike. We're a lot alike. We don't need that negativity all the time. I think more and more people actually just want what's best for everyone. We just have different views about it. But with that same starting goal, we actually all have a lot in common. And I think that's true in the Pokemon space too. Share your joy about Pokemon, not all the negativity. Nothing. Well, that was hard pull, right? It's 3 hits. Appleton. I mean, we did get an ultra rare, we did get an illustration rare, and just a double rare, so it's okay. And that's going to do it for me at the Poke Office. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit all the buttons for me. And go check out thepokeoffice.com, because some of these hits, probably all of these hits, are going to be available for purchase if you want. And we'll be back with another video or a live stream very soon. I'll see you then. Peace!